1, 2, 3, 4.
Hope you're in the festive mood, guys. Christmas time.
Happy holidays.
Hey, that's what your mama saying. When you see you no more.
What you think, honey?
Just a little bit.
I never see you anymore.
Hey. You guys ain't lost. This is the Young Muscle Podcast. Hey.
Holiday special.
Oh, that's how I like starting episodes like this. You know, my guilty pleasure is Christmas music.
Is it?
Yeah, I love Christmas music.
Are you the type that starts playing it, keep it rolling after Thanksgiving, or do you at least have some respect to wait until the first?
Nah, so I when it comes on the radio, I really like it, but I don't like I like stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like puts you in that festive mood, or like when you're at holiday parties and you're listening to Christmas music. I really like it.
Something that actually reminds you more just like to bring together people instead of Santa Claus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, music, you got the sleighs riding and stuff like that. I'm
Did you say you said the sleigh?
I'm still new to this, this holiday.
This Christmas. What is this Christmas you speak of? Santa Claus, what is he? Santa.
Saint Nick.
Fatsman go to the chimney. We call cubs. He break and enter. You will celebrate him. You leave him milk and cookie.
Why he have so much toys? It's so expensive, but he come for cookies. He have money.
I mean, the man is really real. He traveled very far, very fast. I leave him burger at night.
One day I come, I put goat milk, and instead of cookies, I put burgers. He don't eat.
He must not be very hungry. Must have lots of food for his reindeer.
And I had no tree, so he put the gift under my bed. He a really good guy.
All I had was plant. All I had was plant for Santa.
Oh man.
We didn't get many plants.
Oh.
All right, everybody.
I think this is
season. And this is the Young and Muscle Podcast. You can see we're kind of in the festive mood. We got the music in the background just rolling.
At least trying.
You know what I'm saying? Trying. We over here, we laughing, feeling good. The building smells like those pine cones.
Right.
Thanks
to you,
Yeah, I when I got those things, it was smelling like feet for a while. So
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw you bring that into pine cone, I was like, did this man really just do that? But I was like, it's different. And then somebody came and solidified. I was like, Steve was like, hey, that smells good. You was like, you just had a smile on your face. It was like,
smells like Christmas.
Stop playing on me. Can it smell like a holiday? Is that possible?
Yeah, no, that's like the official Christmas smell.
So
right
that's
there.
insane. Like, how much marketing do you have to do to have a holiday? Have a smell?
Well, it's kind of like, when you think about Christmas, you think wintertime, snow on the ground. You think pine cones.
That's the ideal scenery,
Bro, I love
Doesn't
it.
always happen.
I mean, look, I love Christmas time. I'm not ashamed to say that as a Muslim.
Okay.
Christmas time is nice. Everybody's nice. Typically, everybody is in a good mood. You know what I'm saying?
You're exactly right about that.
Like, everybody is like cheerful. You get presents. Even as a Muslim, it's like, hey, I'm not going to deny a present.
Right,
I know
right.
people that are like, oh, I don't celebrate Christmas. Take the present back. Like, no. You still have to be generous.
Yeah.
You gotta be like, hey, no, I accept that. I am tolerant of your holidays.
Right, as soon as they give me the gift, happy holidays.
Hey,
I
but you
take
know
that
what?
with your hands.
We gotta give them the gift of opening up this podcast. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Give me the countdown, Mo.
3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jabril Salam.
And Muhammad Hassan.
And you are listening to the Young and Muslim
You
Podcast.
came with some fire, man. That
Holiday edition.
Mm-hmm.
The weather outside is delightful.
This was actually nice out today, too.
Yeah, it actually is. But not in a good way. Like, global warming's got me kind of scared.
Bro?
Bro, it's warm as a mug outside.
True, right?
It's too warm outside. But I heard that this winter is actually going to be hurting us pretty bad. What episode is this?
Who told you? Did Santa come up to you from the North Pole? Did you get a text?
No, I got a premonition.
I forgot. I think I saw Santa on Twitter tweeting like Trump. So
Oh my goodness.
he's like, I'm on the way, cousin.
What episode are we on?
This is number 35.
35. Nice. Hope all you guys are having a delightful Wednesday halfway through your week. It's what they call hump day, getting over the hump of work.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it really is hilarious.
So
So as you can tell, this is a holiday special with the music and talking about Santa Claus. Mo's gonna be the Egyptian Santa Claus.
Yeah.
for the office.
yes, instead of milk, we want shay. Make sure you have shay there. Instead of cookies, we want the biscuit. You know, the things that we can dip. If you have cornbread too, leave it on the side. You know. Hey, definitely gonna take it off your hand. If there's an Egyptian Santa, he wouldn't even go for the milk and cookies. He'll go straight to the fridge. Like, hey, what else you guys? Stop playing with me.
I got kids to feed. Muhammad, come here. He doesn't have little helpers. He has Muhammad's. You know how many Mo's are in Egypt? Muhammad, come here. Intervene. Where you at?
And instead of my reindeer, I get like the rickshaws. I get like, you know rickshaws, bro?
No. What is that?
It's like
Educate me.
It's like a three-wheel vehicle. They started in India. You know,
Like a tricycle.
It's like a tricycle. No, yeah, it's a tricycle, but it gets people around. It's actually pretty big, right?
Okay.
You got the driver and 2 people in the back.
Uh-huh.
It started in India, but the guy in Egypt it's called a tuk-tuk. But
Tuk-tuk.
yeah, maybe it's tuk-tuk.
Hey,
So I would have like 12 of those, you know what I mean, in the bag. So let's get it. Gets anywhere in Egypt, right?
Oh man.
So when I first heard about Santa Claus, I thought it was just the craziest story, and
Bro.
but it's crazy because like I heard like when I first learned about Christmas, come to this country, it would have been nice to kind of learn like the real background about it.
Let me stop you really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you said when coming to this country, bro, you were 2. You couldn't talk. You just started walking. don't sell the idea that you came here like Eddie Murphy or something. Like, bro, you were 2 years old. You came and wipe your own butt.
I came like, what is this Christmas you guys talk about?
Hey, what is this? We eat with these. We don't know what this is.
Well, at least learning about it. That's what I meant, I guess.
Got
right?
you.
Just
Growing
learning
up.
Growing
Got
up, right?
you,
Because
got you.
my parents never talked
just
about
trying
it,
to mess
right?
with you.
My parents never talked about. All I knew is that, like you said, around that time, everybody was everybody was happier, more festive, lights everywhere. So it did remind me of Egypt. Because when I went back to Egypt for Eid, it would be the same thing, right? Everybody has their doors open, gifts are being exchanged, but it was never those things that were like, it did go on for 3 days, but not. Everybody was friendlier, but the goal wasn't to outspend anybody. You know what I mean? In regards, like, yo, look how much gifts I got. It's like, yo, look, alhamdulillah, my house is open. Everybody come. We're just having a good time. I just want to be around family right now. I just want to be around people, which I do think Christmas does that, right? It does a very good job. But sometimes I see people get agitated when they didn't get the gift that they really asked for.
It's very much a materialistic holiday. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
like everybody's like, fan, like the commercials. They prey on that part, but then they sell you the commercial I saw. So you'll see a commercial be like, yeah, like, family is everything. Make sure you buy a turkey or 2. Like,
Don't buy your wife a Lexus, like, for
buy your wife a Lexus. Family's
I'm
important.
about to put a bow on this $70,000 whip. Drive it to my wife. At that point, she gonna be blown because it's what, 55? Because it came off the lot, so she will smack me anyway. You know?
You see,
So
us people who are woke, we can't buy Christmas gifts, especially cars. You're like, baby, it ain't worth it. We're gonna use one.
one thing, I mean, I think gifts are necessary, right? You get around people you haven't seen in a long time, get them gifts. But to put your family in financial troubles over gifts is
that's wild.
absurd. That's crossing the line.
Right?
Right?
I'm witnessing that. I know people who are going to debt trying to get Christmas gifts, and it's just like, bro, is it really worth all that?
And not even that. I see people like competing with each other. Hey, are you done with your Christmas holiday shopping yet? Are you done with it? Are you done? Like, dude, you competing with more. Who has more shopping? Like, who has more in their cart? Have you hit up everybody in your family to make sure that they're actually good this Christmas? Like, if you guys can meet up with them, like what their plans are. You know what I'm saying?
We got right into it. I thought we were gonna like take it easy and have some lighthearted stories.
We still got some stories.
Yeah, we definitely do. But god dang, we just going ham on the Christmas celebrators.
Oh yes.
Well, let me ask you this. Just kind of get back to Santa Claus, because you started like when you came into this country at the tender age of 2.
Yes.
And
very fresh.
fresh out the diaper. You were talking about how you learned the concept of Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. Growing up, I'm pretty sure your parents told you there's no Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I said it like that. But there's no Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
My parents said the same thing. Like, they told me very early on, like, there's no Santa Claus. But the reason they had to teach me was because, as you know, where I'm from, there weren't a lot of Muslim kids,
Yeah.
and teachers weren't going to, like, be sensitive to my
all.
religious beliefs, right? So my parents had to equip me with, my favorite word, grit. They had to equip me with knowledge because they knew that I was going to be surrounded by Christmas stuff. And they were like, look, this isn't for us, this isn't for you. So understand, there is no fat white guy who is living forever, and he's always the same age, right? Like, that's not like, some of these kids are dumb as hell. Like, how in the world do you sit on the same guy's lap every year and he never gets any older? Like,
He's not supposed to.
What I'm saying is, kids are smart, right? But parents are purposely making them dumb. Alright, I digress.
Yes.
What we're gonna go into this in a bit. But when did your parents? Because a coworker was asking me. She said, did your parents ever tell you to not rain on kids who believe in Santa Claus parade growing up? So did they ever say, hey, listen, I know they don't believe what we believe, but don't expose it. Don't ruin it for them. Did your parents ever tell you that, or did you kind of know?
Well, I mean, my family is very respectful, and my dad's the type so he really doesn't get into anybody's business unless he's invited, right? If somebody needs some help. But it was one of those things where I was seeing stuff at school where I'm like, Dad, why don't we have a tree? Why don't we do that? And he told me a concept of Christmas, like, hey, we don't celebrate that. But in this country, they actually do celebrate that, right? And this is why they celebrate it, and this is how they celebrate, right? But it's like us as Muslims, we don't celebrate it, right? That's like, okay, that makes sense. One thing that I didn't know growing up is that I didn't know that Santa, Christmas was meant originally for, for Jesus and everything like that. You know what I mean?
So you didn't know that?
I did not know, no. Because every time you think about Christmas, even people overseas, right? Even my friends back at home, when they think about Christmas, they think about the snow, they think about the reindeers, they think about Santa Claus.
The Coca-Cola polar bear.
There you go. And now Santa's riding in a Mercedes now. He's in a Mercedes commercial. Come on, it came a very long way, right?
God dang. They really pushing this. They really pushing it. They have no sort of mercy now.
So that's what was conflicting, It's like, okay, I'm coming up, my dad's like, hey, we don't, from a religious side, we don't celebrate this. But from the other side, I'm like, okay, what is it, what's the real purpose? So I wish that some of my American friends or just individuals that celebrate that holiday would have told me, the essence of, what it really is. Because when Ramadan, so that's the problem. You know what I mean? They're not educated, we're not being educated, so who are we really learning from? You feel me?
We learn from Mercedes commercials.
We're leaving it up to chance, like Brother Ismail said, you know what I mean? He's leaving up the chance.
Oh,
that's on coming.
Bro.
I heard him.
Alright, cool. Alright, continue.
So-
My heart's oh my goodness.
So my family basically thought your family, Jabril's if I don't go ahead and tell my son this, he gonna start believing in something. It's gonna
Yeah,
be crazy,
yeah, the world's gonna get to him.
But I felt like I would have been more tolerant to the holiday if I knew if I knew the essence of it, why, you know what I mean, what's so special about Christmas, what's so special about this day, what is it? When people couldn't tell me that, I was like, okay, is it because the gifts, is it because the money, because that's what you guys are really coming back to me telling me what's the best part of it, right?
They're not Jesus' birthday was lit.
They come to me like, yo, Mo, guess what, we stayed up until 1 o'clock in the morning, I came downstairs and saw a whole bunch of gifts. I'm like, dude, that shit never happened to me. I stay up all night, come down to a weapon.
Why aren't you sleep, boy? Why are you
come downstairs, I'll put you to sleep. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, man. Because me growing up, because of my family dynamic, right, where a lot of my family did celebrate Christmas, I was taught that early on, and so my experience with it wasn't anything where it was a mystery. You feel me? It was one where it was very well understood what Christmas was, why my family celebrated Christmas, and why we partook in it. My grandma, we used to go to her house every Christmas and exchange gifts, and for the longest time, this is kind of getting back to what we were talking about with commercialization of Christmas, right? For every year, and for years, my grandma gave me and my cousin coloring books. Same coloring books from Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and the big old like 84 pack of crayons, right? The joints where the crayons were so cheap, like they wouldn't even like get on the paper, it'd just be the wax joint. You could just scratch it right off.
It's gonna rip the paper.
Yeah. The red's not even really red. It's like so like my grandma like got this for us all the time, and you know, may Allah be pleased with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember after she passed. I think it was like last year. I was like, dang, bro. Like she has no idea how important those coloring books were growing up. You feel me? Because like
crazy.
And we really appreciated it. We used to get like Dollar Tree gifts and all that stuff, and like really appreciate it. You feel me? And it really got to me because like, yo, we're not even Christian and they're doing this. You feel me? So that's how my experience with Christmas is, you know, growing up. Like, yeah, I understood there was no such thing as Santa Claus, and while my cousins are like, oh, Santa got us this, I'm like, bitch, grandma got us that. Like, yo, mama, I'm sitting there like, your grandma got you that. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, excuse my language. In a playful mode, but really though, is I think you and I grew up in a very similar way where our parents taught us what it was, but I think in the difference is that I was taught why Christmas is celebrated, whereas your parents didn't have that understanding.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I think that sucks.
You know, it does, because it's like when you ask to partake in different, you know, Christmas activities, they would say no just to the fact that they think that if you go ahead and, you know, go to a holiday party or a Christmas party or just go to your friend's house for Christmas dinner, that you're going to convert on the spot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, this is cool and all, but I got to get back home. You know? No, it's one of those things, because, like, think about it. We go back to interfaith dialogue. Like, how else can somebody understand, like, invite me over for Christmas, you know what I mean? I'll invite you over to my house for Eid. It's the same thing, right? Invite you over for Ramadan, you see how it really is, because if not, you're going to be learning from the outside. Like, I never had, like, a true experience. If I had a true experience, I mean, this is when I was younger. When I got older, obviously, I started understanding. But when I was younger, I never got it. It was more like, hey, this is a barrier between us and a barrier between them, right? Yeah. This is what they do. This is what we do. Don't peek over the fence. Don't go over the fence. You know, you all go on that side. Wait until they throw it back to your side. You know what I'm saying? So, which I think for us, you're talking about going back to the whole point in regards to being more tolerant. Once you teach your kids those things, it's like, yo, okay, I'm going to go over for Johnny's house for Christmas dinner. Cool. You already know what Christmas is about. Like, you already know the real reason. I'll see you in a few hours.
Well, we see that with a lot of things in the Muslim community. Like, like parents don't educate their kids purposely, but ignorance is not always bliss. Ignorance is dangerous. Ignorance is very dangerous. Like, and it's dangerous because if you don't teach a kid about the realities that they're soon going to find out, right? Like,
because the world isn't nice.
Exactly, and because they're going to get sucked into it, they're going to get involved in one way or another. Yeah, whether it's school, whether it's friends, outside forces. And I mean, in my opinion, I think that's what I think. Yeah, we're talking about Christmas, but not to go into this, right? Sex and drugs, like. Muslim parents don't tell you anything about that. Don't do drugs, they're bad. But yo, my friend over here said we just, you know.
So you do the same thing.
He's a happy guy.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
you try to stay away from it.
Yeah, like your parents are like, don't do it, it's bad, but they don't give you any like context. And same thing with like sex, right? Like, don't do that, it's haram. But they don't give you any context. They don't say, you know what I'm saying? They,
like wild mess up, like, you know, not mess up, but how it'll impact your life, impact your decision making or just whatever, you know.
They make it always bad, right? And I think when I got older,
this is true.
You know, I talked to my parents about it, right? And you know, reading through the Quran and things like that, and kind of asking questions, having real open dialogue with my parents. There's a particular story, and I don't quote me on it, but it says something along the likes of like, in it, surely, it's basically, to summarize, it's like, it's not good for you, even though there is some good in it.
I know what you're talking about.
It's more bad in it than there is good. I can't remember, like, I wish I could remember it off the top of my head, but
basically you're saying it's not all bad, but like you said, the consequences outweigh the benefits.
Exactly.
Yeah, like you can do this if you want, but it's not the best thing for you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So you know, being able to have those discussions about like Christmas and stuff is like, listen, like parents, and just the Muslim community as a whole has to do a better job of explaining to Muslims what their counterparts are doing, what the other believers are doing. Oh, you who believe, right? So we have to start having that, like you said, that interfaith dialogue between ourselves about what the other faiths are doing, so that when we go out there amongst everybody, it's a conversation, not a lecture or a teaching. Like, we shouldn't be going out there in the world and learn something new. You feel me? Like, our parents should be coming out here well equipped to help. You know what I mean?
Right, because my little brother came up to me and asked me, right, he had a picture of a stocking, right? And my little niece like, no, that's haram. I was like, what are you talking about? She said, that's haram, it's about Christmas. I was like, look. I was like, oh, that's just a picture. You know what I mean? I was like, he can draw that, you know? I was like, the reason why we wouldn't have a stocking in our house is because we don't believe that Santa's going to come in and put something in them. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the stockings are made for. She's like, oh, that makes sense. I was like, the stocking itself is not haram. Like, nothing it is. Just talking about the whole concept about it is it's not for us. You know what I mean?
We just don't celebrate.
We just don't celebrate. And he's like, okay, understand. It's like, I was like, yeah, dude, you guys can go out there, get candy, draw stuff. You guys can do that. But understand why we do what we do and why they do what they do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because when they go to school, all they're hearing is just, hey, Christmas party, make sure you guys are always wearing what? Red, green, white, right? Make sure you guys bring gifts. Santa Claus is coming. Make sure you guys are good. And
exactly.
All that stuff, you know
it's all trivial. Like, the holiday is very trivial.
How so?
And it's trivial. Like, it's all fun and games. There is no, like, Ramadan is very much a serious holiday, religious holiday.
Hard.
Yeah, it's extremely hard. It's difficult.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of celebration at the end.
Yeah.
And with Christmas, it seems like it's all just celebration.
I see. Yeah. So no matter how, like, is it really true? Like, if you're a good kid or a bad kid, that you'll get gifts, or you're gonna get gifts no matter what. During Ramadan, it's kind of like, okay, you actually gotta fast. Like, you guys have to feel it. You know, go through the hardships.
You learn this stuff.
That way, at the end of it, like, that's a whole celebration. Like, dang, I did it. I fasted for 30 days. Even if I couldn't fast, I read. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, is that and you leave Ramadan learning something and feeling better about yourself, right? Like, even with Hanukkah, there's certain things that you have to do during Hanukkah. Hanukkah isn't just one day; it's a series of days. I think it's 8 days.
But at the same time, we gotta, like, if there's a tradition that we don't know about for Christmas, you know, maybe there's something that.
Well, I'll tell you from my experience of having, like, Christian family members,
that's what I'm trying to tell you,
right?
Because I don't know.
Yeah, so like, even with, like, Kwanzaa, like, we celebrate Kwanzaa. Yeah. All black people should celebrate Kwanzaa, right? Because it's not a religious holiday; it's a cultural holiday. It's a black cultural holiday, right? And even in that holiday, every day has some sort of value that you're supposed to instill into your family during that particular time. Like, one day is about unity, one day is about, you know, friendship and kindness and family. So every day is a little bit different. And so 30 Days of Christmas is something they made up for TV shows.
I know.
Oh, this dude's looking up 30 Days of Christmas. So
there's a purpose behind each day.
This day, my sweet deer got 2 doves for me. Like, come on, Mo.
If you can't find them doves, you're in trouble, bro.
So yeah, like the thing that confuses me about Christmas is there's really no lesson about it, right? It's very trivial.
And that's what I was telling you about as a young kid. That's why I was so confused, because of that. That's, you know what I mean? Like, the whole purpose of it. What's the whole purpose of it? That's the question I really
I have questions for people that believe in Santa Claus. It's like, why do you guys push this narrative so much rather than focus on what's important?
Yeah.
You know, like, why does the tree matter? Why do all the lights matter? Yes. Why does these fictional characters matter? Elf on the Shelf. I just learned what that was, and I was like, yo, for real? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. And as you're an adult, you're like, oh, it's just like fun and games. But, like, you gotta understand, like, kids are very impressionable. You know what I'm saying? Like, their minds are moldable. So you're teaching them this stuff. It's like, I don't know. I feel like you have to teach your kids what's what early on, or they're going to grow up believing stuff that's not real, and their whole concept of what the world really is about is off.
Dude, I remember somebody got mad at me because I told my nieces that Santa didn't exist. Like, dude, why would you do that? You messed with their imagination. I was like, look, I'm not gonna wait until they're 8 or 9 or 10 until you guys break the news to them. You know what I mean? And teach them what you want to teach them.
Wait, people Muslim or are they Christian?
There's Christian people that would tell me that. You know, I'm just like, look, I'm gonna teach them what was taught to me in regards to just our Holy Quran. You know what I mean? Like, we don't. if you tell me the purpose of this religion, I mean not a religion, of this holiday, what you guys do, like I'll teach them that if that's the right thing. But if I know it's not right, I'm not just gonna do that to keep them happy, right? To keep them amused.
That's what I'm saying. They're what's the word?
I'm not trying to keep them entertained. You know what I mean? That's not really the.
Nah, it's they're trying to put like a malaise over their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just trying to sedate them with happiness. But like there's a real message behind the holiday that we forget. You feel me? But yeah, this sucks, man. So it's weird. Like Christmas is bittersweet because I see how much trouble people are getting themselves into financially trying to keep up with the Joneses and buy all these gifts and stuff, you know. But I can't say anything because when it comes, we also buy gifts and we spend 3 days of celebration. So
that's 6 days. You know?
And it's not even really about like the gifts or the money spent. It's the purpose. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what you're implying. Like, let me know what this is for, and then I'll be on board.
Exactly. And I mean, the best thing about it is that when it comes around, my coworkers get excited because like, yo, you guys Ramadan. I know what Ramadan's about. You guys fast for 30 days, and at the end, you guys feast and celebrate because you guys made it. In a simple context, they hit the nail on the head, right?
Yeah.
I can't do that for Christmas. You know what I mean? I can't do that for that holiday. So for me, it's just like, even though I lived in America my whole life, I'm just like, okay, I understand that it's I guess Jesus' birthday, you know, because Jesus quote unquote born on Easter. So it's okay, it's Jesus' birthday. What did Jesus do around this time? You know, Jesus was.
The man was born.
Jesus was a great man. You know what I mean? He will always be a great man. And it's like, tell me more about his stories, right?
Yeah.
Tell me more about why he did what he did, how he healed the blind. You know what I mean? Like, tell me more about that, not about this Saint Nick guy. I don't even know who this guy is. Do you feel me? And then it's like, so the first thing I gotta do if if I want to help with Christmas, just learn more about it. I gotta buy an ugly sweater, or just like there's a whole bunch of stuff that just came about it that
doesn't
took it
have
away.
anything to do with it.
So now the focus was supposed to be on Jesus. Now it's on Santa Claus and the North Pole and the reindeers. You know what I mean? It's like, where are you really going with this? You know?
Yeah. And look, this isn't to like bash Christmas because like I said, I love Christmas. I love Christmas time. It is a very fun time of year, but it's really about what's the message that's being taught here. What are we really trying to teach?
Absolutely.
You know, because I like going to church. Like I went to Christmas church with my grandma before, and it was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like the sermon was nice, and they were actually teaching something. And I was like, okay, this is what it's about. Like this is why we're doing this. And no, I don't think anybody in my family was really like, and my Christian side, the Muslim side, nobody was like, oh, Santa Claus brought you these gifts. Like we made it very known that like, no, like,
your mom worked hard for these gifts. Your dad worked hard.
Like our grandma gave us. Who you think Santa's over here dropping off coloring books from Dollar Tree every year?
Santa ain't come to the hood like they said last night. Santa like, oh, they was all naughty.
All y'all bad. Take these cheap crayons. Yeah. So you know, I just think that you don't have to sell kids on this myth, this fantasy of Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what's going to make them enjoy Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
If you teach your kids the right way, then they can teach the other kid. Like they can teach the Muslim kids the right way. The like people that are just foreign to just the whole Christmas concept, right? Because you got people coming from different countries, and what are they doing? They're riding on that same wave, right? Here's what it is. Here's what you gotta do, and the kids like, dude, that's awesome. That's cool. Like we even put on Twitter and Instagram, it's like, yo, tell us like what you've been experiencing with Christmas. And we have people that are Muslim and non-Muslim that commented. Some people say, I think everybody that gone there was like, it's a love-hate relationship, right?
Yeah.
People like, yo, I love it because everybody's in a good mood and everything like that. Bad thing is that like my parents, kept me away from it, or I just didn't get a chance to learn from it, or everybody else that celebrated kind of bashed us that we didn't. Have you ever felt like that? It's like, yo,
bro, I used to feel so
like,
bad.
oh, you gonna celebrate Christmas? You messing out, bro. I'm getting fresh. I'm like, dang.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
I used to come out. I'd be like, dang, y'all live in the projects and got PlayStation 2s, Jordans. I didn't grow up in the projects, but I grew up in a decent neighborhood. Yeah. But it was like, I was like, dang, like, you kids are fresh all the time, year round. And this is, I think, a bigger issue.
Yeah, this is
right. This is definitely a bigger issue.
Self-image and all that stuff, man.
But it was like, wow, like y'all parents are really spending that type of money. You know what I'm saying? But like y'all living where y'all live. You feel me?
Because you know those people behind the gifts. It's like, yo, I know your family don't even got like that right now. You know, just kind of concerned. Like, yo, like, I know your dad works at X, Y, and Z, works hard, just like my pops. I know my dad couldn't afford to buy me all this stuff, even for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he
exactly.
couldn't buy me all this stuff, and I wouldn't even want him to, right? I wouldn't even want it. So I was
Yeah.
like, hey, look, I'm just happy that we're all together. This is a holiday time. Let's just have a decent meal. We all come together and do all that. And
It's about family, bro.
one thing I want to do more is, like, I do want to be, like, I'm more tolerant too. Like, there was an instance in our job, like, my CEO came up to me, was like, hey, Mo, if we put up Christmas decoration, all that stuff, will that bother you? I'm like, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's not that big of a deal. We
but-
dumped that our whole lives.
But think about it. If he had a dialogue with me, he'd have been like, oh man, I'm really cautious of putting like Christmas decorations up around Muslims because they may not be comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with it. There's nothing wrong, right? Like, everybody's more happier. The office smells good. I know I don't celebrate at the end of the day, and that's it. End of story.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I think that it's not right for us to ruin other people's moods.
So
and their
as
parties.
Muslims, we need to stop doing that.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing
Yeah.
this, and that's why I was saying, like, this isn't a podcast to bash Christmas. I think we're just kind of critical of like the motives of the commercialized
The people behind
side of
it. Yeah,
it's not even the people behind it. It's just like, yo, like the culture that it is, right?
The culture that's
the
okay.
financial
What's come of
aspect
it.
of it.
What's come
Yeah,
of it.
exactly. But like the holiday itself and like people want to decorate. Look, I like Christmas decoration. I think it's nice. It smells nice. I like looking at lights. Like, it's cool. You feel me? So
Everybody come home like, oh, this is nice lights, but it's Christmas though. Don't look at it.
yeah, so I think in that way, you know, we have to really just say, look, like, this is a good time of year. It's cool. Like, it's more of a cultural celebration, right? In that sense, the religious side, as Muslims, you know, we believe in Jesus Christ. May Allah be pleased with him, right? So this isn't us bashing our Christian brothers and sisters.
No.
You feel me? It's us trying to get an understanding of how it has evolved into something that is so far gone from that.
We're trying to reel them in.
Yeah.
In a way.
But as we both said, we still have to not to say play along, but we still have to be able to play nice. Like,
we got to be in the middle.
yeah, exactly. We
Gotta be in the middle.
like nobody be like, yo, like Ramadan, why y'all dancing and celebrating and playing music? Like, y'all just supposed to eat.
Yeah, if somebody
You know
comes to
what
you
I'm
like, Mo, like, why are you starving yourself for a month? You know, if they came at me like that, right?
Well, no, I'm
That's-
talking about the celebration part.
Oh,
I'm talking about the
okay.
celebration part.
Okay.
Like, the fasting is
Okay.
something different, but like when we celebrate, they're like, nah, like, you guys, yeah, celebrate, but y'all doing too much.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
somebody said that to us, oh, why y'all buying each other expensive gifts? Y'all doing
That's
too
true.
much.
Mhm.
Like, I would feel some sort of way. So, you know, like, at the end of the day, we have to just appreciate. I really do appreciate Christmas. I appreciate this time of year. I appreciate my friends that celebrate Christmas, and because it is nice to see people happy and giving gifts and like,
taking days off, you know. But
Hey.
I think as I got older, I got more tolerant to it because I was more educated, you know, and I was more open-minded. I think when I was younger, I didn't know about it, so it was cool, but I think as I got a little bit older, like, I'm around a lot of Muslims, right, and they're just like, no, they try to bash it away too, like, stay away from it, like, oh, it's bad, you know, it's like,
You're gonna get sins.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
but no, it comes back to the whole thing, just education. Us teaching our families and communities the right things and having that interfaith dialogue, just having that connection. That's it. I think it's that simple, to be honest. But I've had some, you know, I have some funny stories in regards to Christmas, and I got some people. We got some people that hit us up on Twitter and Instagram and told us about their stories. What'd you got a funny Christmas story?
Actually,
Christmas Carol for us?
Christmas Carol. Nah. I don't really have any funny Christmas stories. Like I told you, man, it was a big part of our family where we used to meet up for Christmas at my grandma's house every year. Everybody would go there, my family, and it was fun. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was really about just, you know, seeing all your family, kind of like Thanksgiving, except just different decorations, right?
That's so true, yeah.
And
We're tolerant with Thanksgiving, but not Christmas.
yeah, right. And so then my grandma was like, look, because not everybody here celebrates Christmas, right? My grandma's a devout Christian, right? She said, well, how about we just do a New Year's exchange? Because we used to meet for Christmas, and then everybody had to come right back for New Year's. She was
I
like,
like
well,
that.
let's just do New Year's. So everybody can do Christmas how they want to. You know, either you do it or don't. But then New Year's, we all come together as a family, and we see New Year's in. That's why New Year's for me is like a holiday, right? Because it's like, yo, that's family time. Like, that's where we've done it my entire life. So, you know, I think that the way that my grandma did it was a great example for me and how I want my kids to grow up and experience Christmas and experience being around their family members who are non-Muslims. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have a funny Christmas story, but I do have one that holds great importance to me.
Okay. I'm trying to think. So for me, I've been to a lot of Christmases, and I think the best thing that I like about it is that we usually have like Christmas or holiday parties, right, with our jobs and stuff like that. And Jabril and I were listening to something earlier today, and some individuals were talking about Christmas, kind of like going to their coworkers, like, "Yo, these people are getting very annoying," stuff like that. For me, for my coworkers, even though they're having a really good time and they're celebrating like the holiday on the 1st of December, I really don't let it get to me, because if everybody's having a good time, I would rather them be in a good mood than in a bad mood, right? Mm-hmm. My coworkers are feeling good, they're getting work done, I'm feeling good. Work is a very comfortable, situation now because everybody's coming in smiling. I have no problem with that. So I think that's all I would say. Yeah. I mean, when it comes around that time, we got Secret Santa. But I told them,
oh yeah, we got it this year, bro. Hey,
they're like, "Mo, are you gonna partake in Secret Santa?" I was like, "Look, as long as we can keep it a secret, and we call it secret exchange, Like
yo,
I said,
so you know what Rachel decided in the interview? She said we're gonna call it the non-denominational December gift exchange. And I was like, yo, and I said the logo can't be any colors, it has to be gray.
They did tell me I need to wear red, white, and green. I was like, I'm not.
Look, you see what I'm dressed in? I'm wearing green right now. This is Christmas as it gets.
Well, I'm pulling up with whatever's clean in my closet at the time. All right. So let's pull up some other people that hit us up on Twitter.
Did anybody hit us up on Instagram?
Amo did.
Amo did it?
Shout out Amo.
Hey yo.
Hey, he's talking about when can he be a guest on our podcast. I told him when he gets his YouTube channel running. Actually, I didn't tell him this. So
challenge him.
This is me challenging you live, Amo. Get that YouTube channel going, either vlogging or keep your Snapchat, and let us know what's going on with all the football players in Egypt, man, in regards to soccer. Keep us updated with Muscle, bro. You do a great job. Now just let out to the world. All right. So we had somebody, actually 2 people hit us up on Twitter that recently. So we have Nubian Princess, which is notorious_RHS. He said, so we actually put out there first, we're like, Muslim Twitter, what's your experience with Christmas? Let us know. And she put, thinking whatever my parents buy me, what I want year round, like it's just presents because of how Christmas is commercialized. So kind of like what we talked about earlier, right? So that was her biggest thing. So so she was thinking that whatever like her parents buy year round, her friends get it in 1 week. You know what I mean? So we're just like, dang. So that's what we're talking about in regards to just blowing all that money, right? So next, from our boy Martin, shout out UWC, my man. Alright, so if you want to follow him on Twitter too, at YL_teen. My boy said the hardest thing for him was returning to school after break and telling everybody that he got money but did not buy anything. It was just a cover story for not having a lot of new clothes. But in actuality, I did, because I'm a hard worker, just not gifts. Hey, my man, dude, that's one of the things you're working behind the scenes. Like, not everybody got to know, right? And it's tough, right? Because when you come back from the break, because everybody's out for 2 weeks, and come back and like, damn, you already know what it is. Like, everybody's already fresh. You try to come back and wear your old stuff, and it's like, oh, what happened to you? Like we talked earlier, like, you don't celebrate Christmas? Nah, I got money, I just didn't buy anything. You know what I mean? Because not only for the Muslims, right? There was other people that celebrated Christmas, but their family just could not afford anything. Yeah. So when they came back to school,
they feeling bad.
So when they came back to school, it's not like, yo, how was your Christmas break? Like, did you meet with families? Like, yo, bro, what did you get? You feel me? What did you buy? And then it's like, my family really didn't give me anything. It's like, yo, did you really celebrate Christmas? Like, do you even celebrate Christmas? You know, so it's based off of the gift instead of the essence of the actual day of Jesus, you know, be the perfect upon him. So,
well, that sucks. Right. See, for us, for Ramadan, it's like, yo, did you fast? Yeah, I fast. 100%. Yeah, it's like, that's your screening. Did you fast?
Did you get money for it? No, my parents, tough. Oh, damn, bro. Well, SOL. I was like, you know what?
Sucks.
I got some money. Let's all go out. I got you. And Amo said that his favorite thing is just, he loves having a day off. But he also said he loves the music around that time.
I love it.
He said that hands down, Mariah Carey's song "Guards to Christmas" is the best. He said he absolutely loves it.
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yes. And I told him, I was like, yo.
Christmas is you.
Damn, bro, hit it with the high note. No, I was like, dude, I was like, that's good, but you can't forget about my boy. He's not really my boy, but, you know, shout out Virginia, Chris Breezy. He does have a good song. Christmas song, Chris Brown.
I forget what, bro. I just drew the biggest blank.
Will be very special.
And this Christmas will be very special Christmas.
Get it, bro.
This year.
They always play that in every like black movie. I'm not gonna lie. Every Christmas. That's one thing I noticed. I was like, yeah, every Christmas celebration.
Oh God.
Some brothers and some sisters. Best believe that's so cool.
Bro, it's so true. That's like every time you walk in the house, hey, that's everybody's theme song. Bro,
that's probably
funny.
low key racist. Bro. Like they do that on purpose, man. That's crazy.
What's funny is that like you don't celebrate Christmas. Like your family doesn't celebrate. But I've been to like Christmas, bro. It's so real.
See exactly what I'm talking about.
Bro, I swear, like every TV
like, he's not lying.
Bro, every TV commercial you turn to playing that song, you're like, alright, what's another channel? What the? Hey, hold up, man.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, like, bro, that's funny.
And they know how to hit on those nerves, man. The media is good.
They play all the black movies. BET be jumping on Christmas Day.
They play all the Medea movies. So that's just
Medea goes to Christmas. Medea is Santa Claus. Like then they play Home for the Holidays. Like all.
You know what I think is crazy because we're on movies and stuff like that. I know we're probably going on a rant right now.
Yeah, we are.
Because they had Santa Claus in it. I just thought it was funny when they came out with the movie Bad Santa. I was just like, oh man, you know what I'm talking about for the adults now?
Yeah. Because
Santa Claus was for the kids, but you got Bad Santa, you already know what time it is. You know what I mean? It's like the older crowd, like, we got to entertain too, man. I mean, these gifts are for the kids. We need something, you know? So, in a few, I wonder how it's going to be in like 10, 15 years. I wonder what they're going to do, like how this.
Bro, I feel like Christmas is way more commercialized than it used to be. No, they used to be. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the same, but just like we got older and times, like the gifts are different.
Yeah.
But like, if you think about it, like before it was like, yo, like I got a new toy or I got clothes. Now kids like, yo, I got a car. You can't even drive to me. Like,
do you think it's only a matter of time till the same thing happens for Eid?
No. Because, like you said, you have to work for it. Yeah. You feel me? Like yeah. Your parents ain't about to buy you. Like, I mean, you can get a PlayStation, and I remember I've gotten like really good gifts for Ed, but at the same time, it's like it's okay because we're not just doing it for the gift. You feel me? Like no kid is gonna go through fasting. I mean, I think kids do that, right? They fast for their parents, they fast for the family, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you're still working, right? And then as time goes on, you start understanding Ramadan and why you're starving.
You develop.
Exactly. So at first you might say, "Oh, I'm doing this because my family's doing it," or "Oh, I can't do it today. I'm not feeling it. Nobody else is fasting, right?" And then you say, "Oh, like Id is coming to get presents, yay, Id." But then after years and years of doing it, you're like, "Okay, like no, I'm doing this for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the pleasure of Allah." Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like you're doing it for that reason, and so your motivation changes once you start getting older and you really start understanding the religion. I think there are kids who probably just don't fast and they just want presents for it. I mean, I've met them.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's few and far between. I don't think that the consensus for Ramadan or for Eid is, oh yeah, like this is where we get gifts and we play music and dance and eat.
Even if they don't fast, they still, like you said, they still understand, right?
Exactly.
The concept of Ramadan and why we celebrate.
Exactly.
So we just gotta make sure that stays consistent, you know what I mean, throughout the youth and everything like that. But I don't think we're doing a pretty good job.
I think this. So 35 episodes.
Yes.
I think this is going to be our last episode for the new year.
Unless we decide to crank out a special one.
Yeah, maybe.
We will see.
Yeah, it's a possibility. We might do that. Maybe. I think that would be dope. Like maybe we do like we'll be recording before New Year's, but like the next episode's gonna be released January 1st. Oh, you're gonna be gone though.
Yes, but we will still have episodes.
Yo, so how we gonna record while you're gone? Do you want to tell people where you're going?
Oh yes, I am going to Egypt.
I don't know why like my Egyptian accent sounds like
and that's not even
I'm going back to motherland.
That's not even a good one. I'll be
damn.
I'll be out for 2 weeks, inshallah. But
Inshallah.
we will have episodes in the pocket, ready to post. We won't leave y'all hanging. And after that, we'll be looking for guests. We got a few lined up. Like I think January 2019 is gonna be guest filled, travel filled,
It's gonna
family
be
filled.
kickback filled.
It's gonna be filled.
Ding ding ding. Kickback filled.
Kickback filled.
Well, I guess what we've told some people, like people that we've met in person, like, oh, what you guys working on? And be like, all right, we're gonna tell you this, but you can't tell nobody. Have we said it? We haven't said it on the podcast, have we? About the new segment? Have we?
Oh, the new segment. Yeah, I think you're talking about the top secret other one.
We are on the same page. Oh, we're talking about different things?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cover up the mic when you yeah, so we have a new segment that's coming out. We've already told you guys about guests. That was episode 30 where we tried to play like we were done with the podcast, but really weren't. Oh, you guys should see the thumbnail for it. It's hilarious. But hold on, I'm sorry, I froze because I'm sitting there thinking about like, did I choose the right episode? Did I choose the right one for we're done? But you know what? No. I was getting the sorry. So because I've been editing all the videos together, because I'm catching up. So I was thinking about the one where we were like, we're done with hijab. Oh, and so I was like, yo, did I put the wrong thumbnail with the wrong video? Like,
you had a quick realization, like, oh,
yeah, you saw my face, right? I can't wait to watch it on the video. But yeah, so we got a new segment that we're going to be starting in 2019. We definitely want to get all of you guys involved because you're going to have to get involved. It's going to be the dopest thing. Like guests are going to be dope, but this segment is going to be the dopest part. I don't think there's anybody doing what we're going to be doing, and that also might mean that we may have another surprise coming up, reverting back to some of our old ways, if you know what I mean.
What? Yes, because I already know what you're talking about. So.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about it after we end this podcast. So yeah, so New Year's is coming. Muhammad's going to Egypt for a couple weeks. I'm moving finally into my new apartment.
Yes.
I'm moving this Wednesday, the day that this drops. So by the time you guys hear this, I will still not be moved in, but I have my key. So yeah, that's what else is happening, Mo? What else is happening coming up?
That we are doing a lot more Instagram lives. We're catching with a lot of people that we didn't think we were gonna be able to get in for this last few weeks.
That is true.
New year. I mean, ending the 2018. A lot of people are moving. A lot of people are doing great things. Going into 2019 is gonna be big for us because we want to make sure that we're connected with the right people, not only virtually but obviously physically. We're still meeting up with the Chit Chat group. We have dinner with them on the same night that this is gonna be released.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, so we have like a potluck. That's gonna be our quote unquote Christmas celebration. But it's gonna be us all getting together, and we also create a soccer team with these guys. So
yeah, I'm hyped.
I think we're locked in for the long run. So we will see. Yeah. But that's what's going on with us, man. I'm sure that we'll have another episode kind of just recapping what we did in 2018.
Yeah, I think that'll be the next episode. Next episode will definitely be a recap because this was one hectic year. It was a very fruitful year. Alhamdulillah, like it was a very good year. We've met some amazing people.
Exactly.
Done some cool, crazy things. We'll kind of look back at some of the episodes we've done.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, like the one we did at the wedding. Like that one was crazy. I was not expecting us to pull it off the way we did.
And I also want to highlight those individuals that stuck with us from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Not only stuck with us, but like engaged with us, right? They weren't just saying like, oh, let me keep tabs. Like, yo, I'm trying to meet these guys. I'm trying to see what they're doing, asking questions.
Exactly.
So definitely want to talk about all that.
Yeah, man. No, and right. So, and that's why we started doing shout-outs because a lot of the people that have been following us and we've been following them for a while, they're doing things that we admire and make what we do special as well. So, so yeah, no, like let's get off of this sentimental bag and let's get hyped.
Let's get it.
Episode 35. We're gonna end the year with 35 episodes, guys. How hype is? Oh no! Next, I'm thinking it's already the week. We're gonna end We're gonna end.
Bro's trying to get done with this week as soon as possible.
Bro, like there's been so much going on in my head. Dog, I literally just had a brain freeze like Jimmy Neutron. Like brain blast. Right? Like yeah, bro. There's so much going on right now.
17th, man. We still got like a solid 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wow, isn't that
We
crazy?
may even have 2 more episodes depending on what's going on.
That's true.
Hey, don't cut ourselves short.
Yeah. So hey, all I can say is, you know, we're banging these out, and we're setting ourselves up. We're setting you guys up for what's gonna be an amazing 2019.
Inshallah, man.
Inshallah. So let's wrap this up, bro.
Yes.
Let's get out of here.
Yes,
All right.
I think so.
Everybody, you have a merry Christmas. and
Happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy
Happy New
Kwanzaa.
Year. Just be happy.
And happy other holidays that, you know, were aforementioned or we do not know of.
Yes, and I mean, if you listen to this and you do partake in Christmas, hit us up, man. Like Jabril and I, like I mentioned all the time, we're always willing to learn, always willing to meet new people. So we want to get involved with the interfaith dialogue, right? We want to continue to keep those channels open. This wasn't an episode to kind of bash on the holiday or anything like that. It was just more of understanding of what we've seen and what we would like to see from the Muslim community, right? At least we can talk from our end, from the youth. So
Yeah. All right. We're enough.
enough, right?
Enough.
Too much. We out.
Enough.
Cut.
All
Wrap
right.
it up.
This is Islam.
It's Muhammad Hassan.
You have been listening for the past 50-something minutes to the Young and Muslim podcast.
Thank you for listening. We hit you with the greetings of peace.
Asalaamu
Alaikum. Goodbye. Is that how they do it? Is that how they do it?
Oh, damn. Yeah, this tree is tiny, bro. Goodness gracious.
No, it has to be me putting the last star in here. Oh shit. I'm pulling hamstrings.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
That was Christmas. Shit.
We about to drop a Christmas album.
I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go. Boom.
All right.
Take a
Now we done.
piss and hop on the.